For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Maria Brunnings is suing Tyrone Miller in the amount of $340. Ms. Brunnings claims the defendant tried to rob her and says her shopping cart slammed into her car when she let go to pepper spray him. So she's suing Mr. Miller for damages.
Okay, Ms. Brunnings, you are here suing the defendant, Mr. Miller, today for $340. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I understand that, Mr. Miller, the incident arises from a situation when you were trying to help the plaintiff. Is that correct?
That's right, Your Honor.
All right. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Okay, so I was on my way to work, and I was coming out of a grocery store. I was walking to my car when I saw this woman. She had dropped her purse on the ground, and she was struggling with a cane to pick up her purse. Mm-hmm. Just being friendly, helpful, I bent over to pick up her purse and hand it to her, mm-hmm. and then she pepper sprayed me.
He was not being friendly, by the way.
But I'm trying to figure out. So you're walking with a cane, you drop your purse. Where's the pepper spray?
The pepper spray is on my keychain, in my hand, with my finger on the trigger.
Do you realize, it's already on the trigger?
Yes, because it's dangerous.
So then you thought he was trying to steal your purse?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you say anything to her, Mr. Miller? Say, let me help you, or?
I said, yeah, let me help you with that.
Did you hear him saying, let me help you with that?
He did not. He just appeared out of nowhere, grabbing my purse.
So he wasn't in the act of running?
No, because
he was still on the ground with your purse?
Yeah, but if I had
And then you used the pepper spray and sprayed him while he was still on the ground?
Yeah, because once he gets up, he's going to be gone with my purse.
She unloaded on me. When she hit me, she continued to keep pepper spraying me.
So this happened.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand. This poor guy bends down and he's trying to get your purse, and you immediately pepper sprayed him.
Yes, because I didn't see him or hear him coming. The first thing that I saw was someone grabbing my purse, and I immediately.
So you were not aware of what was happening around you?
Because I was busy unloading my stuff, and I was so scared.
What time of day was this?
It was in the morning.
Okay. Was the parking lot full?
It wasn't very full. That's why I go in the morning, because it's really the safest time to go.
Okay. All right. So what happened? You thought that this man was going to steal your purse. You pepper sprayed him once. And what else happened?
Well, and then he started to get really angry. He was waving his hands around. He got into my face. And by the way, excuse me.
He just had been pepper sprayed.
Well,
he was trying to help you pick up he was trying to be nice to you.
Yeah, but he should have said something. I mean, maybe I'm old school.
He did say something. He says, let me help you with this.
That's what he said. I don't think he said it.
Did you not hear him? Did you not hear him? I
don't think he said it. I didn't hear it.
Huh.
And then even after she pepper sprayed me, I said, hey, I'm just trying to hand you your purse, take it easy.
Did you hear that?
She continued to keep pepper spraying.
Did you hear him say that?
I don't remember. I will also say this.
You didn't hear him say that? Hey, I'm just trying to help you. Take it easy.
He was cussing. He was screaming. He was cussing.
So then how do you remember he was cussing?
Well,
if you don't remember what he said.
He was using words that I can't repeat here, and he was waving his hands around, and I was getting more and more scared.
All right.
Your Honor,
so then what happened? What happened? Why are we here suing him for $340?
Because there was damage to my car.
What do you mean there was damage to your car?
So what happened in all of this activity, the shopping cart got away from me and it banged against the car and caused, some scratches and a ding.
Okay, but I thought you don't move that fast.
No, that's why it just the shopping cart got away from me. I was
Okay.
hanging on to it.
Okay.
And in this whole act of trying to defend myself from this.
But why are you angry? Because you should be angry today. Now you know the truth. He was actually trying to help you. He was actually trying to be a nice man and help you. He was trying to show manners. So you should kind of like understand that that's what he was trying to do, and you're still angry at him.
Coming up on Justice for All.
And how many times did you tell her, I'm not trying to steal your purse?
I don't know if there had been pepper spray, but like my eyes were swollen.
Oh,
I
can
can't
imagine.
And later,
The instructor gets him up. My son's mad and hurt, and he pushes him.
And goes after him.
And then next thing you know, they start fighting.
Wow.
My son gets kicked out. Tommy gets kicked out. I'm out of money. She's out of money.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Maria Brunnings, who is suing Tyrone Miller for property damage.
I understand that, Your Honor, but these are really, really dangerous times.
Okay, but thank God he wasn't a robber or somebody who wanted to assault you and take your money and take your groceries or just do something stupid like we see on the TV every day. Thank God. After a while, you should have realized he posed absolutely no threat, but you kept pepper spraying him even more.
Well, I was
Like you don't even remember that he kept telling you stop, stop, stop. What ended up happening then, Mr. Miller? Did you just run away, walk away?
So then she goes, I'm calling the police right now.
And how many times did you tell her, I'm not trying to steal your purse?
I don't know if there had been pepper spray, but like my eyes were swollen.
Oh,
I
can
can't
imagine.
And the effects go on like 6+ hours. I can't really see. Basically fell to my knees, and I was,
And how did you move around? Who helped you?
And so she's like, I'm calling the police right now. Don't move. I was like, call the police. I'll explain to them exactly what happened. I have nothing to,
Yeah.
And I just wanted to clear all that up so that there wouldn't be any further issues.
So the police came?
Eventually, the police did come.
Did they interview you?
Yeah, we made a report.
And did they realize you were not trying to attack her and rob her?
Yes.
Okay. Did they tell her you were not trying to attack and rob her?
Well, basically, they just said it was, her word versus my word. And I explained I have no I told them where I work, what my name was, showed them my driver's license, and resolved it there.
Okay.
But then I had to call my coworker and call my manager, let him know what's going on, why I'm running late, and coworker had to come pick me up because I couldn't drive my car, and
wow,
it was an issue. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you think he's to blame for the damage of the shopping cart in your car?
Yes. Can I say two things?
Sure.
First of all, he did not look all nicey nice like he does now. Today he's wearing a suit, and that's not what he looked like. The other thing that happened
How did he look like?
Well, not with a suit, not.
Okay, what did he look like?
Scruffy.
What do you mean
dangerous.
by scruffy?
He looked dangerous to me.
Described what he looked like.
Well, I don't know what he was wearing, but he was not wearing that.
Okay, but you were very firm that he was not wearing that, so that means you must have noticed what he was wearing.
Well, he wasn't wearing a suit. He was probably just wearing maybe shorts or jeans or something casual, for all I know. And the second thing is why I was so scared when this happened. I yelled for help. I yelled, help, help, help. Nobody came. That's why I had to call the police.
All right, and the police, I understand, based on the police report, said it was a mistake on your part? Because they would have immediately taken him in if there was evidence that he was actually trying to do something to you.
Yeah,
and why would he stay there if he really was trying to hurt you and steal your money?
But, Your Honor, sometimes people pretend like they're helping.
I understand
right?
that.
You've heard those stories.
I understand that, yes, Ms. Brunnings, but we have to be reasonable in the situation where we're at, okay? And you have to put yourself in a reasonable person's standard. And by what you are telling me and by what he's telling me, it sounds that, yes, initially you were startled, but you didn't even stop to flinch and immediately did the pepper spray because you were scared. That's justifiable. You were scared, but even when he was telling you, relax, I'm not trying to hurt you, I'm just trying to help you, I'm trying to help you, and he has pepper spray in his eyes already, you keep pepper spraying him even more, and he's staggering, falling to the floor. At that point, you know, okay, geez, what did I do? This guy wasn't trying to rob me, he was just trying to help me. So that in and of itself tells me that maybe there was a bit of an overreaction, and the damage to your car by the shopping cart was caused by you, not by him. He was just trying to help you, okay? You kind of don't remember a lot of details, a lot of fuzziness. Listen, the mere fact that it actually was a very slow thing, that you actually had the opportunity to take out your pepper spray and spray him, shows me that he wasn't trying to steal it because he was actually very slow. Let me help you, ma'am, and get up. If he was trying to steal it, he would have done it in a flash, right? And he didn't. So based on the evidence, I do not find that the defendant in any way is responsible for the damages that you caused to your car, okay? So based on that, I'll deny your claim. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry for me, Argentina, okay? Good job taking care of yourself, okay? And
I
having
was
pepper
scared.
spray. Miss Brunnings, I understand you're scared, but nothing happened to you, okay? You're good. You are maybe go shopping together with somebody. You can't let what's happening in this world affect you, so you stop living life. All right, good luck.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
I'm sorry that she is so upset, but I just came here to clear up my side of the story. I wish her well.
I don't have the money. It's $340.
That's why you gotta have insurance, you know?
Coming up on Justice for All.
When they got into class, Tommy has a tendency to talk. One of the instructions is no talking unless you're asking the instructor a question.
Exactly.
He's talking to my son. They both get in trouble.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Ethan McKinney is suing Sophia Coleman in the amount of $390. Mr. McKinney claims his son was expelled from Jiu Jitsu due to a fight that Ms. Coleman's son started, and says she refuses to repay him for the unused classes.
Okay, Mr. McKinney, we are here today because you're suing the defendant, Ms. Coleman, for $390. You claim her son made your son get kicked out of Jiu-Jitsu. Is that correct?
Yes,
All
that is
right.
correct.
Explain to me what happened and why her son should be responsible for reimbursing you the...
My son was going through difficulties because, I lost my wife a few years ago. She was killed
Sorry to hear that.
in a drunken driving accident. She was hit. So we're both kind of still devastated from that. So I got him into the class because he was having behavioral problems. As soon as he started taking the class, his behavior changed. It was helping him a lot. Mrs. Sophia here, she moved in next door. I noticed that she had a child as well, same age. So she was, we became good friends. So she was telling me that she was having problems with her child. So I told her, my son was going through the same thing. We're both single parents. So I said, I can refer you to the Jiu-Jitsu class, and hopefully, maybe that same thing will happen for your child, where it benefited for my son.
Okay.
So when we got Tommy in, within the first week...
Tommy is Ms. Coleman's son.
Yes, that's Sophia's son. So when they got into class, Tommy has a tendency to talk. One of the instructions is no talking unless you're asking the instructor a question.
Exactly.
He's talking to my son. They both get in trouble within the first week. Another week comes by, he's talking to the other kids. So he got in trouble just specifically for that one. So he has to do extra activities after practice. The third round comes in, and this is where the problem comes in because it became physical. And then when it became physical, that's when they both got kicked out.
Coming up,
The instructor gets him up. My son's mad and hurt, and he pushes him.
And goes after him.
And then next thing you know, they start fighting.
Wow.
My son gets kicked out. Tommy gets kicked out. I'm out of money. She's out of money.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Ethan McKinney, who is suing Sophia Coleman for negligence.
What
Now,
happened?
It was a sparring match. Now, Tommy, who's a little bit bigger than my son, had my son in an arm bar. My son is being held down in an arm bar a little too long to the point to where he's starting to say, "Get off me, I'm hurt." The instructor heard that, came over, and then separated him. The instructor gets him up. My son's mad and hurt, and he pushes him.
And goes after him.
And then next thing you know, they start fighting.
Wow.
My son gets kicked out. Tommy gets kicked out. I'm out of money. She's out of money. And both our children are a little upset at each other. So this is where we're here now, because I want to be reimbursed for the money that, my son was doing good for 9 months.
All right, so Ms. Coleman,
Yes, Your Honor.
why would your son, if he also knew the rules, why would he start talking, or why would he hold, what was it?
It's an arm bar.
An arm bar. Like, why would he do that if he knows he's just supposed to spar? He can't use force. Like,
Right. Well, as Ethan mentioned, I have been having some behavioral issues with my son. A couple years ago, my husband kind of just walked out on us, and that's why we moved to San Diego, next door to Ethan. I was talking to Ethan a lot about the behavioral issues. He had shared with me that he was going through some similar things with Corey, and we thought that maybe the jiu-jitsu would help Tommy as well. I also paid up front. I paid 6 months, so not a whole year, but we only got through one of those months, so now I'm out $650. So if now I'm paying the $390 on top of that, I'm out over $1,000 for my 10-year-old's, mistake, and also his 10-year-old's mistake, because he also pushed. And
well, let's be frank. I mean, your 10-year-old antagonized him.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
So here's the problem, Mr. McKinney. While I agree that the defendant's son basically violated the rules and shouldn't have been so aggressive, they were warned a couple times. I know we're talking about 10-year-olds.
Yes.
I get it. But he knew the rules.
Yes.
And he went after Tommy.
Yes, he
And
would.
if that's in, my daughter took jiu-jitsu when she was small, and the rules are very strict.
Yes.
Even for parents.
Yes.
I get that.
Yes.
But sometimes it's zero tolerance. 1 ounce of violence and you're out, and you
Yeah.
lose your money.
Yeah.
Regardless of that somebody attacked you or not, whatever. Sometimes it's that harsh.
Yes.
So I can't justify and say that, yes, the defendant needs to reimburse you $390 because it was your son that acted out and broke the rules, okay?
Yeah.
But that's not. So for that reason, I'm going to deny your claim for $390 and just implore you again, Ms. Coleman, get your
Right.
son some help. All right?
thank you.
Good
Thank
luck
you,
to you
Your
both.
Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
You're not invited to the barbecues, I can tell you that much.
Well, it's not my fault you're raising a little wuss, so.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.